Fine students, now we have reached almost the last topic of the chapter differentiation. The last topic is to study some practical applications of differentiation. We have something called as mean value theorem. Okay, that's a heading actually. Under this there are two: Rolle's theorem, okay, and one more is called as Lagrange's mean value theorem. Theorems, no, you started getting worried, I know that, but luckily here only the statement you need to remember. Okay, so don't remember the proof is also not given in the book also. We just need to remember the statement. Definitely one of these two for 3 marks in the third name. Definitely they will be giving you. Okay, simple thing if you know differentiation. It's not at all difficult. Okay, there is a lot of theory involved in this. Everything, including the graph. I cannot write you the graph and show it here right now. Okay, including the graphical representation of both the theorems are given in the EPL. So please refer it. So first let me explain what is this Rolle's theorem is all about. First thing, let me consider a function f from R to R. We say real valued function because it's defined from real numbers to real numbers. Okay, now this defined in the closed interval, a real valued function defined in the closed interval a comma b. We're not going to discuss everywhere. We're going to discuss between a particular interval actually, where a and b are going to be real numbers. Okay, now a function f from, actually I should say a comma b to a comma b, right? Okay, so it's been defined from real numbers to real numbers. Okay, so the first thing, there are some conditions. Rolle's theorem conditions are there. The first thing, f is continuous in the closed interval a comma b. The given function should be continuous in the given interval. The second thing, f is differentiable in the open interval a comma b. Do not consider closed interval. Okay, so that's the condition actually. So how it's actually, why it is actually open interval, please refer the theory which is given there. And now the third condition, f of a should be equal to f of b. Then there exists a real number c belongs to the open interval a comma b such that f dash of c equal to 0. This is the statement involving the Rolle's theorem. First thing, check whether the given function is continuous in the closed interval, f is differentiable in the open interval, and the next check f of a equal to f of b. And the last thing, you have to find out the value of c by stating f dash of c. This is the stage where differentiation is involved. Okay, so that's a statement based on Rolle's theorem. So I will explain. There are 4 illustration examples are also given. Those are out of the NCERT textbook. You notice in NCERT textbook they have given quite less number of problems based on Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. So I suggest you work out some extra problems. Okay, make yourself perfect. You can attend the problems easily. So let's see the problems based on this. I will start with NCERT directly. So we have exercise 5.8, NCERT exercise 5.8. Under that, one of the worked example, verify Rolle's theorem for the function y is equal to x square plus 2, where a is equal to minus 2 and b equal to 2. That means instead of giving like this, they have given it separately. Doesn't matter. Okay. So let us start verifying the first condition. You have to start actually. Okay, you have to write down all the 3 conditions one by one. You have to mention the first one. What is that they have given? The function. What is the function here? X square plus 2. How to check continuity? Please do not go to the procedure of checking the continuity of the function. Okay, it's a very long procedure. I will teach you a simplest way. Every polynomial is continuous. Just give one statement, that's enough. So what you need to mention, x square plus 2 is a polynomial function, hence it is continuous in the closed interval minus 2 comma 2. This is the thing which you have to write down in every problem. So for the first problem, so I am writing all the statements. So please write this theory, it is important for us. Okay. So first thing, now consider y equal to x square plus 2. It's a polynomial function, and in continuity you have already studied that every polynomial function is continuous. So and hence continuous, that's all you have to mention. The second thing, we have a statement. Okay, every continuous function is going to be differentiable. Okay, so second one, x square plus 2 is going to be continuous in the open interval minus 2 comma 2. Right. Now let's move on to the third one. What is the third condition? Third condition, I need to check whether f of a equal to f of b. What is the value of a? They mentioned minus 2, and what is the value of b? They mentioned it as plus 2. Right. So f of a means f of 2. I should check whether they are equal. If it is equal, I will proceed to find out f dash of c. What does f of 2 means? In the given function, replace x by 2. So it's going to be 2 square, minus 2 square plus 2 equal to 2 square plus 2. Minus 2 square 4, 4 plus 2 will be 6 equal to 6. It's possible, right? I check this condition. If this condition is satisfied, if f of a equal to f of, if sometimes you're not going to get this as equal, don't proceed from here on. That means don't go and find the value of c. If f of a equal to f of b, I'm going to find something called as f dash of c equal to 0. So what is f dash of c? Quite simple. Here, this is f of x, right? So in this column, what is f of x? F of x is x square plus 2. So what is f dash of x? F dash of x will be 2x. So what is f dash of c? F dash of c will be 2c. X is replaced by c, that's it. So according to the condition of the Rolle's theorem, f dash of c should be equal to 0. So f dash of c equal to 0 means 2c equal to 0 or the value of c equal to 0. Students, most of the time there are chances that students will do a common mistake. After finding c, they will forget actually. What is the interval given to us? Minus 2 to 2. What is that you need to check? The value of c, what is being given, whether it lies in the open interval minus 2 comma 2. So can I say that 0 is a number between minus 2 and plus 2? Certainly 0 exists between minus 2 and plus 2. If you are not writing this part, you will be losing mark. Only finding c is not enough. After finding c, sometimes whatever c I am going to get, it may not belong to the interval. So you make sure whatever c I am going to get it, I am going to check in the given interval. So that's a 3 condition for Rolle's theorem. So first condition is always the same for every problem. Okay, it's a polynomial. I will tell you, depending on the problems I will tell you. Okay, it's a polynomial, hence it's going to be continuous. After that, yes, it's going to be differentiable. And after that, you check the condition f of a equal to f of b. If it's f of a equal to f of b, then go and proceed the value of c by using the condition f dash of c equal to 0. Okay, so once you got the value of c, make sure it belongs to the open interval which is given to us. So that's how the fine, students. Now let's move on to the next one. That's problem number 2, worked example it is. So one problem in each worked examples have been given. So we have done the problem based on Rolle's theorem. I didn't explain what is the mean value theorem is actually. So short form, mean value theorem. First condition remains the same like Rolle's theorem. So f of x is continuous in the closed interval a comma b. Second, f of x is differentiable in open interval a comma b. Not to worry, I am writing the short forms and writing quick also. You have all the theory in the APL, so please go through that. Fine. Okay. Now the third condition, f dash of c will be equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Right. So by using this condition, we have to find the value of c which belongs to the open interval a comma b. So first and second condition remains the same in mean value theorem and Rolle's theorem. Only the third condition varies. So let's see the problem based on this. So the problem suggests, second problem is verify mean value theorem for the function y is equal to x square given in the interval 2 comma 4. That means a is 2, b is 4. So what is the statement of the mean value theorem says? First one, f of x equal to x square. X square is a polynomial, hence it is continuous. Hence it is continuous in the closed interval. Remember, continuous should be in closed interval, differentiable should be in open interval, right? So once it is continuous, definitely it's going to be differentiable. F of x equal to x square is differentiable in the open interval 2, 4. You can actually club and write it. F of x equal to x square is a polynomial, hence it is continuous in the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval. You can club these two actually. So you can just write like this: continuous in the closed interval and differentiable in the open interval. You can club, because every continuous function is going to be differentiable. So no need to check the continuity and differentiability. Now, two conditions are over. Remember, the third condition is, I said f dash of c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Let me find out all the things separately. First thing, f dash of x, differentiation of this will be 2x. So f dash of c will be 2c. So what is f of a? Here a value is 2. So f of a, see, f of x is x square. So f of a will be equal to f of 2 is equal to 2 square will be equal to 4. F of b will be equal to f of 4 will be equal to 4 square equal to 60. Now substitute here now. F dash of c, it's better to find it separately and substitute. Okay, f dash of c will be how much? 2c will be equal to f of b 16 minus f of a 4 by 4 minus 2. Keep simplifying till you find the value of c. So 2c equal to 12 by 2. Eliminate this. This is going to be 6. That means 2c equal to 6, or c value will be equal to 3. Only finding c value will not be enough. Remember, the last step is the conclusion part, which is most important in the working the problems based on mean value theorems. After finding c, just check whether it belongs to the open interval 2, 4. That means, is 3 a number exist in the interval 2, 4? Certainly 2 is a number which exists in the interval 2, 4. It's a number between 2 and 4. So once you come to this stage, you can give a conclusion. Hence, mean value theorem is verified. So do it stepwise. The first step, the given function is a polynomial. Therefore, it is continuous in the closed interval, and hence it is differentiable in the open interval. Please write this in all the problems of the continuity. All the problems based on mean value theorem. Okay. Now after that, if it's a Rolle's theorem, find out f dash of c equal to 0, solve it for c value. Once you get c value, make sure it lies in the given open interval. If it does not belong to the open interval, the theorem is not verified. Now, if it's a problem based on mean value theorem, first condition, second condition remains the same like Rolle's theorem. F of x is a polynomial, therefore it is continuous in the closed interval, hence it is differentiable in the open interval. You have to write this, please remember. Okay, and the third condition, you write on this condition. I suggest you find the values separately, substitute here, simplify and find the value of c. After finding c, make sure it lies in the given open interval. If it exists in the given open interval, it's going to be fine. If not, the theorem is not satisfied. Hope you understood, students. So let's go to the next. As you notice in NCERT, less number of problems. You cannot become perfect only by working those problems. So just before NCERT, I have given enough number of problems in each of the two mean value theorem. Just practice, okay, become perfect, then attempt NCERT. It will be very easy. Okay, now let's go to the next. Now we are moving on to exercise problems from NCERT. Under the first one, the problem is given as verify mean value theorem for the function x square plus 2x minus 8 and the interval they said minus 4, 2. So we have to verify what? We have to verify Rolle's theorem. So my first condition, f of x is a polynomial, therefore it is continuous in the closed interval minus 4, 2 and hence it is differentiable in open interval minus 4 comma 2. I'm combining first and second condition together and I can write this. Should be same for almost all the problems of this topic until unless function is going to be a bit different one. Okay, right. Now let's move on to the next one. Now the next one says that f of a should be equal to f of b. This is the condition what I need to check. Here what does f of a means? F of minus 4 should be equal to f of 2. F of minus 4 means in the given function replace x by minus 4. So minus 4 the whole square plus 2 into minus 4 minus 8. F of 2 square plus 2 into 2 minus 8. Let's simplify this now. So minus 4 square will be 16 and this will be minus 8 minus 8. And here it is 4, right? And here it is 4 minus 8. Notice both the sides you will get the same value. That means f of a is equal to f of b. Step by step you need to check. If a function is not continuous, nothing to check from there onwards. If this condition is not satisfied, don't proceed and find out the next step, right? So to continue the next thing, so let's consider f dash of c equal to 0. What is f dash of c? F dash of x will be what? F dash of x will be 2x plus 2. So f dash of c will be 2c plus 2. Just replace x by c. This will be equal to 0. 2c equal to minus 2 or c will be equal to minus 1. So what we need to check whether minus 1 is a number, it exists in the open interval minus 2 comma 2. So how to check, sir? Quite simple. You write on the number line now. So here it's going to be minus 2, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and next 1 and next it's going to be 2. What is it we got the value of c? Minus 1. Is minus 1 exist in the open interval of minus 4 comma 2? Certainly it's a number between the open interval minus 4 comma 2. So c equal to minus 1. What we got here, it's a number which exists in the open interval.